And we are set to drop the puck here as Orlando will skate left to right on your radio dial, and the reverse of that on ECHL.TV. The puck is down and we are underway as it's worked back into the Orlando zone. Chris LeBlanc up the near side boards. Trevor Olsen with a hit on Dylan Van Der Esch as the puck makes its way back around to the far side. Olsen out of the lineup last night for the Solar Bears in the loss to the Atlanta Gladiators by a 6-1 score. Chris LeBlanc near side up to center. Corralled by Cammarata. Back into the Newfoundland zone. It's handled by Trent Bork. And he will Gendron. Shots 4-1 in favor of the Growlers, but the Bears do kill the early penalty to Eric Drapluk. Face-off win for Orlando as LeBlanc got it back to Brodzinski. Now trying to exit the zone. LeBlanc forced off the puck by Tremaine. Drapluk bails him out. Sends it up ahead to Olsen. Now dropped off the wall. LeBlanc left circle. Shoots. Score! In the offensive zone across from Colt Conrad. LeBlanc wins the draw. Olsen touches it back to the right point. Drapluk, a wrister, looking for LeBlanc in front for the redirect. And it deflects to the corner. Taylor Cammarata angles it up the wall. LeBlanc tries to center. Back through the dot. It's grabbed and hustled out by Conrad. Conrad lost control. Recovered for the Growlers in the high slot by Tremaine. Now back with it is Conrad. Picked off by Cammarata at the blue line. He'll start to streak out. Tagged up by Newgold. And a penalty coming up to the Growlers as Newgold got his stick in the midsection of Solar Bears to the man advantage. Evan Newgold to the box. 2 minutes for holding. Face-off win for Orlando. As it's back to Drapluk, he'll handle left circle. A shot off the pads of Redmond. Cammarata settles it to the right circle. Bears trying to get the Growlers moving in front of their net with a few quick shots. Cammarata saucers it over the stick of Bradley. Brodzinski, a wrister, blocked in front and deflected away. In the corner, John O'May sends it back, but a hard pass skips off the stick of Brodzinski, and he'll backpedal to his own zone. Up ahead for Drapluk as the Bears moving on the attack. Drop pass along the right side of the blue line, and a hit at the near circle. 48 seconds remaining on the Orlando man advantage. Solar Bears with a 1-0 lead already as we approach the midway point of the opening frame. John O'May left side with a little fake pass back to the left point. Boyd, a drive, save Redmond, loose puck. Face-off win for Orlando. Back to the left point. Drapluk right side for Brodzinski. Tight ropes the line, finds Cammarata, right circle, a shot, pad saved by Redmond. Lipanov in the corner, digs it back to Brodzinski. Left side for Drapluk on his forehand into the slot, intercepted by Bradley. His clearing attempt partially broken up by the stick of May. Bears will reset here, maybe one last chance for a zone entry with the man advantage. Brodzinski has the puck roll off his stick as he crossed the blue line. It's sent away by Panico, up the left side for Conrad with a windmill deke over May to have been the case here. 1-1 to score, and so the Solar Bears start back at square one. LeBlanc with the draw, wins it back for Donahue. Donahue near side for Olsen. Backhands it along. Ferguson will chase it back at the blue line, almost coughed it up to Cammarata. He's able, however, to find Miles Gendron, and it's dumped away. Fed around by Donahue up the near side, kept in at the blue line by Trent Book, and the Bears are able to roll this one away. 6:05 remaining in the first period. Orlando and Newfoundland tied 1-1. Left side, Tremaine with a shot placed into the pads of Windsor, and it's kicked to the near corner. Penalty coming up as Brazo is knocked down by a hit. Redmond to the bench. Newgold at the blue line, steps inside of Cammarata. 6 skaters on for the Growlers. Bork down the wall, finds Tremaine, left circle, tries to center. It's touched by on Ferguson. And the Solar Bears aggressive here on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover, laying the body on several Growlers players. Meanwhile, a counterattack. Bork left circle for power into the high slot. Ferguson takes a swipe at it, settled down by Cianfroni, gets it out to neutral ice, gathered at the red line, broken up. Ferguson mishandled it, and John O'May will punch it in. 2:45 remaining in the first. Redmond off the skates of Newgold, and it pinballed to the corner. Cammarata nearly had a chance to regain possession here. The Growlers, however, able to move it out successfully. Bradley attempts to leapfrog past Taylor Thompson, and the puck is dumped in around to the near boards. 2:25 remaining in the first. 1-1 the score. Johnston a shot, saved by Windsor, and he'll reach out and swat it away with the goalie stick as there was a rebound out in front of him, and Todd Skirving looking to cash in. It's knocked away by Thompson, and the Solar Bears will quickly change here. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first period of play. 1-1 the score. A hit by Donahue. It is quickly reversed by Miles Gendron for the Growlers. No icing here with just over half a minute remaining. Donahue rims it up the boards for May. Holds at the red line as he is pressured off the puck by O'Brien. Dumps the puck in. And Redmond will twist it around the far side boards. Stepping up into the play is Kukali. The puck knocked out of the zone in front of the Newfoundland bench. It's thrown in by Kukali as the Bears touch up. Delayed offside though. And the score tied 1-1 late in the first period. Face-off win for the Growlers. Newgold back in the far corner. Feeds it up ahead for Skirving. Backhand pass across the red line. Bradley moves in left side. A wrister and a glove save made by Windsor. And the home. Second period underway from the Jewett Orthopedic Rink at Amway Center as the Solar Bears skate right to left. Growlers in possession, however. It's picked up on the far side wing by Zach O'Brien in the Orlando zone. Gets it behind the net for Marcus Power. Power hooked briefly by Rich Boyd. Feeds it out in front for Ferguson. A shot. Pad save. Windsor shuts the door and quickly covers up. Puck to the corner, but it's lifted out by the Growlers. Shoveled ahead by Oleg Sosunov back into Newfoundland territory. Orlando completing a line change here. 17:39 left in period 2. It's a 1-1 score. Todd Skirving breaks it out. Tries to get around Sosunov. The defenseman steps into a hip check. Ooh, and Kukali goes tumbling into the end boards and sluggish in getting up. Hard collision there as it's distributed along by LeBlanc to Cammarata. Kukali makes his way back to the bench. Olsen on the forecheck with a steal from Panico. Cammarata with it in the right wing corner. Spins away from Bradley. LeBlanc after it now. Tries to play ahead. Directed up the wall, and Skirving centers it across now to Dylan Van Der Esch. Van Der Esch dumps it in as he's jostled along the far side by Boyd. Behind the net, Sosunov tries to steer it out. Pressured by Skirving. The defenseman feeds it behind the net for Boyd. He'll swing around to the near side. Boyd gets it up to the red line. Forced off the puck by O'Brien. Now Marcus Power moves in. Drilled along the wall by a hit from Sosunov. Now O'Brien with a beat on it. Moves in. Toe drag. A kick save and a beauty made by Windsor. Fed out high slot. A shot from Tremaine off the back glass at the front of the net. Covered up as Windsor lunges on top. And from Matt Bradley. LeBlanc in the dot battling, but Bradley gets it back to Garrett Johnston behind the net. Coughs it up to LeBlanc at the circle as he was hit by Olsen. Behind the net, Cammarata wheels with it in the trapezoid, rolls it back up the right point. Sosunov handles on his backhand and quickly throws it ahead. Cammarata behind the net in the trapezoid, looks to set up LeBlanc at the right post. Pass broken up by Johnston. Growlers get it out. In between the benches, Sosunov able to keep Alec Bayer pinned, and LeBlanc, or rather Olsen, skips it along past the reach of Robert Powers to the near side. Down behind the net, it's Cammarata. Back in front for Olsen, feeds it up top. Sosunov holds, whiffs on the shot attempt, and it's fed out by Bayer ahead. Left side for Skirving, puts on the brakes at the far half wall. Pressured by Kukali, his former college teammate. Skirving rolls it in deep. 14-12 remaining in period 2. Orlando and Newfoundland tied 1-1. Olegers night with our Guns and Hoses game on March 28th is scheduled. Be sure to get your tickets. Visit OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com/promotions to check out the full list of events and purchase your tickets today. Growlers win the faceoff in their own zone following the icing and are able to dump it in and successfully change out their skaters. Brought up ice by Kukali, tries to shovel it ahead on his backhand. O'Brien negates it. Sent ahead for Marcus Power. Sosunov races back, ties him up along the end wall. Kukali up the near side for LeBlanc. LeBlanc with an unassisted goal early in the first period, touched along by Trevor Olsen into the offensive zone. Cammarata with a shove to Garrett Johnston near the end boards. Oh, and Olsen is hog-tied by a hit from a Growlers player, defenseman Robert Powers. Growlers counter, Johnson left side into the slot. Newgold recovers, right side circle for O'Brien, a shot over the glove of Windsor, and Thompson has to separate from Power, who was knocked down at the side of the net. They continue to battle. Thompson steers it away. Thompson getting a stick into the midsection of Power, scooped up left circle. Up top now as Tremaine is able to find Powers. Powers rolls it ahead for Power. No relation there. There's an additional consonant at the end of the name. Far side, Ferguson up to the left point. Johnston to Gendron. One-timer from O'Brien and a glove save made as Windsor reaches up above the crossbar and hangs in one with the Newfoundland Growlers. Chris LeBlanc wins the draw from Marcus Power and begins to carry up the right side. LeBlanc centers to Olsen, touch to head through the right circle, bouncing puck in front, cradled by Olsen, shoots it over the net, off the glass. Back up to the left point for Brodzinski. A wrister. Olsen looking for the redirect, but it whistles wide right. Olsen lays into a hit along the far half boards on Zach O'Brien. Lifted away by Ferguson. Now Brodzinski at center ice tries to direct it away. Scooped up as O'Brien makes his way into the attacking zone. Right side fed along for Newgold as Marcus Power had touched up on the left side. Fed back around the wall. Lifted away by Olsen. And Tremaine settles it down. Play whistled dead. 500 in that scenario, though they are at 500 at home. 10-11, 2-1 overall. 5-5 on home ice when tied after the opening 20. Late here in the second period, it's a 1-1 score. The Growlers flip it ahead. A chance here for Marcus Power along the half wall. Rolls it behind the net of Windsor to the near corner. Olsen pokes it free. Cammarata feeds it across the slot for Drapluk, who breaks out of the zone. Left side for Olsen. He'll move in. Across to Drapluk. Tries to roll it in front. LeBlanc off the post as Redmond stretched out. LeBlanc gets past O'Brien. The puck into the corner. Left circle. LeBlanc across to Olsen in the slot. Corrals it. Shoots. Score! By Fitz along the half boards. Back to the line for Sosonov. Dumps it in to the near corner. Gendron hit by Cammarata. Puck back up the near side wall. And the Growlers try to lift it away. Recovered by Brodzinski. Back into the Orlando zone. Finds LeBlanc at center. Quick one-touch feed over to Cammarata. A drive and a glove save made by Redmond. And the goaltender hangs on to that one with Boros. LeBlanc opposite of Ferguson. Ferguson with the draw. Back to the net front, and Redmond makes a pad save to deflect it away. Johnston feeds it out of the zone at the Orlando blue line. Eric Drapluk near side to Brodzinski. Rink wide in front of the bench. Cammarata finds LeBlanc and ran out of space as he was briefly tied up by Trent Bork. Now left side, Cammarata up top to Brodzinski. Wrister shoots, score! Deflected in front. It's a pass off, but it's off target and misses, connecting with LeBlanc. Now Newgold, long pass ahead for Bradley, driving wide on Boyd, puts on the brakes, backhand try, a pad save by Windsor. In the corner, it's dug out by the rookie defenseman for the Bears, lifted away, and the Bears get the clear. At center, scooped up, Olsen to the right side for Cammarata, gets it through his legs though, and he's tied up by Panico on the far boards. LeBlanc steps into a hit on Panico and knocks him to the ice. Grab now off the feed, it's brought ahead by the Growlers into the Orlando zone. Gendron able to send it back to Bayer. And Olsen steps in front of Van Der Esch and delays him progress to the puck. Van Der Esch, however, does receive a pass along the far boards, gets it across. Gendron steps inside Cammarata, hooking him, draws a penalty as Windsor lunges out and covers up with the glove. Angus Redmond handles back behind his net. Cammarata out of the box. Orlando returns to full strength. Carried ahead by Garrett. Matt Bradley wins the draw from Alexei Lipanov for the Growlers. Back up high for Garrett Johnston. Fed down low. Marcus Power protects the puck on his backhand. Near side pressured by Brodzinski. Power up top for Johnston. Floats it ahead. 1:15 remaining in this 4-on-4 sequence. Power along the near half boards. Curls to the top of the circle, feeds it ahead for Bradley, twists it on net, but a weak pass intercepted by Brodzinski. A windmill deke gets it away from Power, and he's able to roll it out just in front of the Orlando bench. Eric Drapluk handles now for the Solar Bears, back to Brodzinski, ahead for Alexei Lipanov. He'll make his way through center, fed to the right side for Cammarata. A little miscommunication there as Cammarata had cut to the left and behind Lipanov inside the red line and throws it in. Tremaine up the far side. Back over to Sosonov at the red line. Fed across to Drapluk. Ahead for Dylan Fitz. He kept it onside with Cammarata. Trent Bork hit by Cammarata. Cammarata got the worst of that as his shoulder collided with the end boards. And now Van Der Esch, or rather Skirving, has it taken away. Cammarata finds Fitz, whips it over the net of Redmond. Matt Bradley far side, back to the line, kept in by Drapluk with assistance from a Fitz. A shot and a pad save made by Redmond, and it's cleared away Drapluck back to it, icing the call against to a hit from Ferguson, who goes flying back on the ice. And then Olsen launches himself at Panico as it's back in the Orlando zone. Brodzinski outlets it to neutral territory. Olsen grabbed briefly by Panico, and Panico fell to the ice as he tried to shove Olsen. Meanwhile, LeBlanc in deep for the Bears, up top for Sosanov, pulls up along the wall as LeBlanc just steps to the side of Sosanov. Puck around the boards near side, and a big hit as LeBlanc rocks Conrad in at the side of the visiting penalty box. Cammarata, 10:20 remaining in the third. Orlando leads 3-1. And Orlando's forward finds himself pinned along the end wall, escapes to the corner, feeds it up top for Kukali. Left side Sosanov, a snapshot just wide as Redmond appeared to have gotten a piece of it. Olsen, another solid body check. Now Brazo knocks it away from Sosanov as the defenseman was caught in deep. Sosanov with a whack to Conrad. Conrad, however, carries into the Orlando zone, sends it behind Danny Hanlon into the corner. Filipinov, nice move around the defender, moves in, shot, couldn't get it off. And Lipinov, however, finishes a check in the corner, then tied up. He's cross-checked by Marcus Power as it's brought out. 8:02 remaining in regulation. And the Solar Bears lead 3-1. Almost a chance to extend the lead to 3 goals on that earlier sequence with Alexei Lipinov at the helm. Now Tremaine moves in, left side, a shot over the glove of Windsor off the glass, and it stayed in the... So this is a team that has shown the capability to battle back. The Growlers win the faceoff in the Orlando zone, but it's knocked over the line by an effort from Cammarata. New goal checked in front of the home penalty box by Cammarata. And Rich Boyd tries to steer it out, kept alive by the Growlers. Toe drag and a shot attempt from Miles Gendron, knocked aside. LeBlanc begins to start it up ice. It's a 3-on-2. He centers for Olsen. Olsen left side for Cammarata. Back to LeBlanc. Touched just wide right. And a penalty coming up. It'll be on the Growler. The Growlers by a 3-1 score. Face-off win for Lipinov. Back to the left point. He finds Drapluck. Across to Brodzinski. He'll drift the line to the middle of the ice. It's the right side boards for Cammarata, down low for Lipinov. Into the corner, the Bears continue to cycle. Cammarata up top for Brodzinski. Left circle, Drapluck a shot. Glove saved by Redmond. And he hangs on the stadium. And here tonight, fans enjoying some first-class hockey. Bears win the face-off, kept in by Drapluck. Across to Brodzinski, back to Drapluck left side. Over to Brodzinski, middle of the blue line. Right circle, Lipinov wheels up top. Feeds it across, Drapluck. Left circle, tried to quickly feed it over to Cammarata, tied up by Gendron, and it's knocked loose by May into the slot. Lipinov corrals it, a shot blocked by Skirving, and that one stung him. A good block, though, from the Newfoundland forward as Brodzinski resets back in neutral ice. 1:11 remaining on the power play. Here comes John O'May streaking up the left side. His shot blocked by Power, and a collision there in the corner. Bradley with the face-off win, however. He gets it back. Kept in by John O'May. Right circle, a shot. Score! Extended their lead to 3 at the 16:10 mark of the third period. Face-off win. LeBlanc gets it back for Drapluck. Near side, sent ahead for Olsen. LeBlanc cross ice to Cammarata. Brought it over the line, stayed on side. Puck dumped in. LeBlanc chases behind the net, attempting to pin up Conrad. Flipped back around to the far side, under 3.5 remaining in regulation. Far side, Conrad has his stick knocked out of his hands. LeBlanc, left circle, heads beneath the goal line. Coughed it up in the corner. Newgold along now. It's brought up by Panico and slipped in by Tremaine. Far side, Brodzinski able to sidestep Trent Bork, and it's picked up by Trevor Olsen. Olsen makes his way between the benches. Lost the puck in the skates of Dylan Van Der Esch. Rink-wide pass for the ground. Bork in front of the bench. Lipinov bumped, and now Sosanov hit by O'Brien. Here comes Power, right side, a shot. Kick, save, and a beauty by Windsor. Rebound grab by Brady Ferguson. Left side, shot it off the outside of the twine. Sosanov picks it up for the Bears and skips it over the blue line, ahead for Cammarata. However, it is picked up first by Gendron for the Growlers. 1:43 to go in the third. Orlando leads Newfoundland by a 5-1 score. Tremaine makes his way into the corner, hit by Sosunov. Now Olsen up the near side. Petrowski after it. Stripped of the puck by Conrad. Conrad re-enters at the right side. A shot placed behind the net. Off the end boards. Rolls up the near side. Panico down into the corner. Picked up by Petrowski. Near side. Olsen gets it off the glass. Out to neutral ice. Settled down by Newgold. And Olsen will bat it away. 1:03 remaining